Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my...
Sure, she's all draped up in ironic detachment, but everyone's gotta eat.
Great. The little foray into the art world continues.
Blah, blah. I'm not for sale, Piggo.
Told you. Told you these artist types repel wealth. Turn it around. It's the seller who wields the power in this relationship.
Uh-oh, you're manipulating me. I do like a chance to rip off some stupid Piggos. And I need a pack of cigarettes. And some paint. Okay, whatever, Piggy. Time to leech off each other like the parasites we are. Let me see what I've got.
Even the lieutenant leans closer to inspect.
Here. Happy?
Interesting. You can immediately see multiple ways to interpret this piece. What is the experience that the artist is trying to create? What bodies and spaces are they seeking to explore? Remember, this is a buyer's market. You're the one who's in charge of pricing. She juts out her hand, letting you examine the piece. 3 red splotches have been shot at a diagonal across the surface. Tinier spots of various colors fan out from the same point of origin.
Well, Piggo, what do you make of it?
There's tension in these strokes of genius. A desire to step into a dialogue with the viewer, to provoke them. A meditation on Zion. It looks like a palette. Nothing more than a board for mixing paint. The angle of the paint drops reveals that they were fired at the canvas with the force of a hand cannon. It's one of those ink blot tests, an invitation to connect with the divine.
It's a sign. Better pay up, or you'll anger the terrible beast from... What did you say? The threshold. Careful now. I heard it has a soft spot for smoked pork.
Her improv skills could do with some work. That was a pathetic performance. Are we supposed to be scared? None of us are scared.
Signature? Oh yeah, pigster. I sneezed while holding a wet brush. Paint flecked onto the canvas, and voila! You don't get more signature than that. Art issue. signature. Oh yeah, Pigster. That's what I said, Piglet.
She juts out.
Well, Pig...
This, as said, the angle is one of those ink blot tests. An
Yeah, whatever, Art Cup. 67,000 real. And your head on a silver tray.
Remember, this isn't about the art or the artist. This needless purchase implies your excessive wealth. Art, she may antagonize you, but she's still a struggling artist with no prospects. She needs as much money as you can give. Lowball her, the wretched are used to rolling with the punches.
That it? All right. It all helps.
Splendid. Your first physical asset. But no time to stop. Money grows old unless it keeps moving. You need to find a buyer, preferably someone who will pay a high price for such an exclusive piece from a local artist. Nah, she'd probably send the entire Wild Pines legal team after you if she knew you were trading goods around their harbor. She's ready and poised for a hostile takeover. And become a small-time art peddler? No. Doing business with communist dictatorships only works if you've got long-term plans in place, which you don't. Good call. Sure, he said he doesn't carry much money on him, but he must have something else to trade. Let's hustle.
Look at us. Coming to an agreement. Who'd have thought? Anything else you want? I'm in a good mood.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. René, take it. It's just there. Who cares? It's not like anyone.
I suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though. Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes, okay?
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you? Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you? The art market? Intriguing. Well, as I said, I don't carry much money on my person. But do go on. What are you thinking? A painter? I'm always looking to expand into new asset classes. Who's the artist? Aha! And the name of the piece?
There's no sign of a reaction for a good 3 seconds.
Wonderful things, aren't they? Names. They can completely change your reading of a person. Why? Before I invest, I need to know more about the work. How do I know this asset is going to appreciate with time?
This is the only question that matters. Fail to come up with an interesting hook, and he's out. Remember, you're not just selling a painting. You're selling a story. Give the man a reason to throw down that paper. Lying will get you nowhere. You can't outrun the truth. It will catch up to you one day.
Emerging? That's a word with plenty of appeal. What is it that defines this style exactly?
The obvious answer is to be illustrative. However, he would be much more interested in art that directly tackles social issues. Just tell him the truth. Why does no one ever want to tell the truth? Now is the time to champion the power of the sinuses.
Seems unhygienic. Is that what's in these days?
His scintillating face shape flashes with an expression that resembles disgust.
But perhaps I judged too quickly. Is there an intelligent reasoning behind the method? So it's an extra-somatic painting, an effort carried out by physical instinct, the mind. Perhaps I have been neglecting the triumphs of anatomical perspicacity lately.
He ate that right up. Pretty sure.
Well, I think that settles it. You found a buyer, my friend. A pleasure transacting with you. However, there are a few complications. I don't have the cash on me right now to pay for art of this caliber. What I can instead offer are shares in Koszlai Mercury Group.
Shares. That's even better. You can do a lot with them if you play your cards right.
They are the very unit of capital. You can buy them, sell them, even sit on them if you think it wise. Trust me when I say this. Becoming a shareholder means you are part of the big leagues. I bought these shares many years ago for a steal. As predicted, Koszlai Mercury's operating profit has increased year on year, and there is no signs of it slowing down. People, which means you could net yourself a considerable profit if you need some immediate liquidity. But if you don't mind waiting, I expect the value of these shares to double within the next 5 years.
Seems like a clever investment. Definitely worth thinking about if you care about your future. Yes, but chances are you can't use them to buy anything right now. No cigarettes, no alcohol, no funky little colorful pills.
It's a Gotwaldian Ilmaran company that specializes in extracting mercury. It's seen massive growth lately due to the discovery of red dark mercury. Have you heard about it? At the moment, it's trading at more than 1.5 times the price of gold. That's because it's an essential component in the next generation of radio computers. Braves using it in their next model. I can't wait for mine to turn up. My predictions say its improved speed and azimuthal range should increase my trade efficiency by whopping 46%. You really should order one if you don't want to be left behind.
He's right. The combination of Ream's solid engineering and the new Rudvag mercury valves is huge. A step forward for technology, yes, but only for those who can afford it.
Splendid!
It looks almost ethereal. Is it even real?
This is a stock certificate. Well, a photocopy of one. Nevertheless, it's solid proof that you own shares in Malware-Koszley Mercury Group.
The light around the individual in front of you changes somehow as you take the scroll. You can't figure out what's different. You just know that it is. Something's rattling within you. It feels like the first penny dropped into a piggy bank. This transaction has changed the physical relationship between you. You are now more alike somehow. The Weiss-Wiesmann coefficient for you and this individual has now dropped to 0.9989, repeating.
That concludes our part of the transaction. Once you've turned over the asset, my people will get the legal ball rolling. Another deal complete. Welcome to the big leagues! If you haven't already, I'd advise you to consider hiring a personal brand strategist. What don't they do? They practically do everything, from spotting good investments and analyzing design trends to booking a lunchtime table at the prestigious Landrosee. Unfortunately not. I only know the ones who work with multi-millionaires and beyond. But take a look around, and I'm sure you'll find one. Personal brand strategists are attracted to money like sharks to blood. You'll find having net worth opens many new doors for you.
Here's an avant-garde proposal. What about idiot Doom Spiral? He used to hustle and hang out with the sales hawks and trend pushers of the marketing world. And we should see what this net worth can do. Might score a discount, or better yet, get you some free goods. That's the kind.
So, what's next on the agenda?
Deploying high-concept buzzword generator. All systems functional. Ready to ink. It's time to disrupt the future. You've got to stay lean, innovative, and focused.
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
A place to train buff kids. A place to teach them practical skills like teamwork and self-discipline. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
Brilliant! Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future? When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? It's a round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Cha-ching! What'll it be? Speed? Vodka? Cigarettes?
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment. And I expect to see returns.
The lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes. Is he having a stroke?
No, I'm not having a stroke. You're just still full of surprises. Most of them bad, but some good.
The lieutenant has granted you an aura of legitimacy. Bathe in it, but don't let your satisfaction show.
Now, was there anything else I could help you, gentle? The pleasure was mine. Unfortunate farewell, friend. And may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
The pearlescent paper adamantly resists being held open. It demands struggle at both ends. The print inside is just as taxing, due to its fine and curlicue font. The most attractive part is the image emblazoned across the top. Feisty little thing, but don't worry, it's under control. Devious use of swish there. It's a font literally designed to win legal agreements by way of being almost unreadable through. Inside an oval frame is a grey sketch of a curly-haired girl enthusiastically riding an industrial drill. It's churning up hard chunks of rocky ground and scattering them into the air. In an underground kingdom of shimmering spillways. Silver stars melted down and filtered for their precious discharge. What a place of inspiration. Her form is terrible. She needs to straighten her back and increase the downward pressure on that machine. Has no one taught her about ergonomics? Each letter is shaped like a laugh line being pulled in a million different directions. They're all grinning at you, pleased with practically being indecipherable. You can do this. Maybe squinting will help. Start with the biggest letters in order to learn the characteristics of the style. Then work your way down. A bold black mesh curves around the oval image at the top of the document. It almost looks as if it were penned with intention. Perhaps it focus on the negative space. This will tell you the parameters of each letter. Slowly, it happens. Individual letters coalesce. It's like watching ice melt to reveal the shrubs underneath. A few seconds later, and you can read the entire heading. M. Oh, brother. You have tumbled into a chop house of words. This is where letters come to die. A pile of discarded alphabet limbs lie before you, in spidery formation. Why are they also hairy? You start to carefully shave it all with your razor eyes. A few R's stick out. There's an E, then suddenly some whole words appear. This certifies that unreadable is entitled unreadable in the capital stock of Mauer Koshlai Mercury Group. I know business speak when I see it. This is an official, legitimate, checked by the board certificate. You really are a stock market big boy now. Sound.
Mr. Dubois, the word in Martinez is a certain police officer is once again happily reunited. I prefer my police officers old-fashioned like that, with a gun. You can do so many things with a gun that you can't do without one. Now, what can I help you with? My. She's quite the looker. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up? I knew you could handle it. I know my special policeman. Anyway, I'm glad you're all right and armed again, Harry. I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind? Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some... Well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce. Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that. But will there be giant statues of the Clare brothers towering above it all? Joyce knew he was up to something.
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, workers on welfare, and landowners in Azon hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together. Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier with that vote of yours. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace. Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids. Good job too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics. I'm listening, Harry. No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't...
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else? Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry. What? Great! You want to bounce something off your old friend, Mr. Clare, right? Well, let's hear it, Harry. Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron.
That much is true. His heart truly is. This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction. If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then this...
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not...
C'est unpromising.
Looking for something odd?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. This is... I certainly wouldn't pass up the opportunity to acquire something that can make princes out of peons. Owning shares, that's where the proper trade is. Far beyond the pittance I deal with in here. No can do. I need to make money. This is a business first and foremost, not a charity. No offense, but I don't think it would do me much good. Nothing to do with you. It's just my customers tend to be, well, they wouldn't know who you are.
He's right. His customers are desperates, lowlifes, and bored browsers. They don't understand high culture. They don't want their purchases to elevate them.
I'd be glad to trade for your shares. Let's stick to that. Nothing's wrong with it. The shop suits me fine, it's just... we all need a bit of luck in our lives, you know. A lottery win. In theory, yes. You probably have enough to afford it all. However, I don't plan on selling up and joining the mastodons of La Delta just yet.
Shade's hair is certainly junked up enough to fit in with the big dicks, swinging wild and free across the river.
What I can do is trade that modified streetlight over there for some of your shares. It's the most expensive item in here. The finest in interior lighting.
Expensive isn't everything, and we know that light isn't even a recognizable brand. You can't exactly strut down the street and turn heads with it like you can a new Perseus Black number either. Let's not completely write it off yet. Perhaps there's a business venture to be had here. Any ideas? Turn it into an art installation. Invite viewers to question what it means to bring an outside light inside. We have so many barriers to break down and concepts to explore. For a price, of course. Imagine swinging it at a ball. The distance you'd get. That's the kind of feat that nets sportsmen a corporate sponsorship. There's much to be learned in this kind of rewiring job. You could steal its secrets and make a whole line of modified street tech to sell to the public. It's been through a whole transformation. There are so many insights to share. It just needs a medium. Wouldn't the Wake Walkers pay to hear the somniloquy of the spirit light? It's up to you. If you think it's got ROI potential, then go ahead. Just bear in mind that these shares are developing into a fortune without you having to do anything.
Have another look at it. Really take in that quality craftsmanship. Any other questions in the meantime?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't just us. This is...
The place is so pornographically poor. It's...
Well, and then Lillian, I'm sure you...
Relax. You're not... She nods, rinsing another piece.
Me? No. Now it's your turn, Mr. Whitey handle you.
Tequila sunset.
Things have really turned around for you, haven't they? You've got big money problems now. Don't be shy, Tequila. Of course I'll do it. I'm your man.
The lieutenant is about to say something, but...
Listen, I'm not about to come between you two. I know my place, eh? I'll just be your personal brand strategist, man. Your high-concept idea generator. Yeah?
Great can-do attitude, a billion real mindset, clinically insane energy. hire him on the spot.
No, Tequila, no. I'm a professional, you see? What do you need to know?
What you truly want to know is, can you really trust your entire fortune to a drunk who lost his house keys while out for a jog? Grill him a bit. See how he performs under pressure.
Tequila. Whatever's going on in my reality situation doesn't have any bearings on yours. This is all about you and your Drinking is the fuel to my fire. Moistens me up to ensure the high concepts have a smooth landing. Ah, shit.
He could definitely work more on his hand-eye coordination.
I used to be a moderately high net worth individual myself, if I can say so.
A subtle smile lights up his puffy face, like a ray of sun breaking through the stratosphere. He likes
At the Boom Boom Room, I directed a team of talent architects. People so high concept their names were nothing but a single letter. We had manic ideas, fueled by copious amounts of coffee-flavored whey powder. We did stuff no one had ever seen before, or since.
We're going to need examples here. Just going by one of your initials doesn't cut it. You're after measurable performance, not tales of happy memories. Numbers, please. How many years did he work? What profits did he...
Numbers? How about 15 fucking years of jamming art into people's heads? That's hundreds of high-concept ideas developed and executed for those fancy corp boys in their suits. The result? Millions of real generated for clients. I've made my name in this world.
And then he lost it all by going for a jog. Not exactly inspiring.
Okay. Let me get a sip first. You see, net worth means nothing to the people of Martinez. Nada. Null. For them to see your wealth, to really respect that, you need to convert it into something real, something tangible. The bigger the better. The Horseback Monument! That's the center of the district. They'd have to pay attention to that. We could get your name up there in lights. Damn thing's due for a reconceptualization anyway.
You're aware that monument is supposed to look like it's exploding. It doesn't need renovating.
I didn't say renovating. I said reconceptualization. It's medium concept shit is what it is.
The level of conceptualization could... But what would it cost?
I used to be a
subtle...
At the boom...
You're after measurable performance, not...
Numbers? Million...
And then he lost it all by going for a jog. Not exactly inspired.
Okay. You see, net worth means nothing to the people of Martinez. Nada. Null. For them to see your wealth, to really respect that, you need to convert it. The Horseback Monument!
You're aware that
I didn't...
But what would it cost?
Nothing up front. That's because I always put the client first. My cut'll come out of the back end, after
We really haven't got time for this. In case you've forgotten, we are supposed to be investigating a murder.
And forget about contractors and the like. This job I'm handling personally. Concept and execution. Any unexpected expenses we'll take care of later. Can't let price compromise the work. Easy. Sure, my man. Let's circle back.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Everything's still cool here, officer. I only accept legal tender, officer. Unless
It is not code. He really means his individual net worth. It is not legal tender.
in that case, I cannot accept that as payment, officer. I run everything above board here. Cash only.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. Yes, I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen. Notebook.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Elis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
According to Claasje, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol. It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
A name. This is very good. Elis Kortenaer.
This means something to him, to know that name. Like naming a case. It's important. Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno de Reuter. Your heartbeat quickens, palms go sweaty. The siren of amphetamine is singing you her song.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it once this... Bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it. It's deep in suffering somehow. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes. Nocturnal lagophthalmos, the likelihood of falling asleep with partially open eyelids, rises after stimulant use and heavy drinking.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake. His half-open eyes give him the look of a dead man, but he is in there and not enjoying himself.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Silence. Only heat emanates sleeping body. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Years, months, the pile of blankets grunts miserably. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs. His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated.
At least he got to say his piece.
Does Kuno care? Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way, street way. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker. Distraction style. That's some sick shit.
Not a single muscle moves on the
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit. Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Kuno means gram.
Wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that.
There is no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash container.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig? Yeah, you do some sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real? What?
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window?
Stop trying to give Kuno your pity shit. Kuno knows what that shit is. Kuno's dad's gonna be a fucking vegetable. Stroke shit. Stomach. Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Fuck on speed. Do crime shit. Go out fast. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit. Fuck right I am. Now get your nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, you're friends now? Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
If he doesn't stop soon, he's going to collapse from exhaustion. He's red all over.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
You can guess.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. That's right, it's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground, Leroy shit, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno!
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans!
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
Yeah, so fucking what? Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit? Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it.
You can't fuck with Kuno!
Yeah, pig, this shit is done. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Again? I can't.
Yes?
Hey, was that got the 20 real? Then why are you...
You clearly see
Jackpot.
It's always good to see.
something in her demeanor has changed.
It's always good.
Something in her demeanor has changed.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, golden grey in the noonlight. The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old, old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. I have people after me, and they have friends in the moral intern. Some are moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Oranese lit. Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene. It's not nice, But it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol. Or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Louisdouen County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Louiscop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Louiscop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
One of them killed themselves because of me.
She says it quickly, like she said it 100 times to herself to get used to the idea. Out of guilt.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it? That would do the trick, yes.
Around her, a drop in the atmospheric pressure. Not long from now, it will get dark. The rain will come, and the air will start moving faster. She's already in prison here for what happened, and she's prepared to never leave, even after his death.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave.
I knew he was dead, before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
$11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer. Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Klaasie.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
If they want to kill me, they'll kill me. If they want to toy with me, they will. She's come to this conclusion weeks ago.
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little...
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. What?
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course.
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drug. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it? Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not...
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Look who's waken up from 1,000 years of sleep.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work. What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought you ravishal people would be more in love. Like what? Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just, He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her. Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions. Yes. Start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No right. See?
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers.
She sounds like a 6th grader, apologizing. You sense a little hesitation there, or maybe even fear. Welcome to the wake-up club, brother.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name, so I lied. Like I lied before, like I did at LCSB, I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klaasie Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smit.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smit, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Somewhere west, small bubbles rise from a plastic ball floating in the water. Rusty, the color of oversteeped tea. Long, spindly arms are spinning the buoy around, turning it, inspecting it like a magic 8-ball.
Nothing is useless.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline. It's Katarzyna Elysium.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism. It also makes Klaasie almost an acronym for Katarzyna Elysium.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Elysium is my father's name. It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname? Who gave you this nickname, Klaasie?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. Ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
But I haven't done anything illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please, no.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before. Fragile, unshielded.
I think I know who did it. I know who shot Leslie. You know it wasn't me. Why would I do it? I have no motive.
She knows something. She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby. She has this thing for me ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What she's saying is sex.
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became when I started spending time with Lely. She told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came down. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken this shot, right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing? That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
The peephole.
The peephole. My bed is right next to... She would have seen us.
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track.
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her. Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will. She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath. You are. This is not the end of this.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear. She slowly... As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all. If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate. She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me, or that it was chemically induced and not real. Easier that way. I don't know.
Real as anything.